So, we're back again with yet again another episode of The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. In the last episode, I got into the Fire Sanctuary. Yeah, a mystical dungeon full of, lava digging around and this kind of good stuff. We even got some nice digging mitts and shit. Yeah, we got some cool, neato mitts. Yeah, we could dig around and wander underground and all that good stuff. Just a little update on what we did in last episode. Alright, making our way back up. Now, the idea here is to go ahead and get this door on open. But we don't have a key, so... Which means we left off at the time when we must go up this staircase and find out what is right behind it. So, looking around, I can already tell that there is, this dude. Can I get an ornamental skull if I just, straight up bop him with an arrow? Okay, not that time, but, most of the time I get ornamental skulls and all kinds of treasure from these guys if I just take them out in one hit, or just don't take any damage myself, but, it's fine, though. It's fine. Randomization at its finest. But, hey, this is a little shortcut as to where we went before. Now, we don't have to go that way. This is going to be for later, as far as my knowledge goes, but, the idea now is to go ahead and make our way across. However, let's go ahead and see what's down here specifically. Anything specific? Let's go ahead and check it out. Just a couple pots here. Let's go ahead and break those. Okay, just arrows. Arrows are fine. However, there are some butterflies straight down here, which means we shall play the, hang on. If I go ahead and take a look, butterflies are a bug. Yeah, I have very little of them. One. May as well just catch them, right? It's not gonna, prohibit me from playing the song and having a mural, like, get on the wall or anything. Hello? Okay. I was busting out the beetle each time that I wanted to catch butterflies, but, Alright. X. We shall play the harp and find out what kind of beauties are here. Alright. So, I'm gonna go for the usual. The norm. If you guessed rupees, you're absolutely correct. Let's hope it works. Alright. There we go. Go down there. It should work. It's awesome. Awesome RNG. I got some nice little nifty red rupees. Awesome. Alright, let's make our way back up now. Last shots. Is that? I think I just came from that way. Alright. We shall find out if that is the shortcut that I just... Alright. Drop. Anything? Okay. I gotta make the way that way. Alright, I got kind of confused there for a second. Alright. Anything that goblin's shooting at me once, or has, that I'm in dire search for? Like an ornamental skull? Anything of the sort? I'm gonna fly the beetle up there anyway. I know that I'm, like, kind of wandering and doing this and that. But it doesn't hurt to look. Okay, no, nothing. Alright, took me a good, solid few minutes to get here, but let's go ahead and check it out. And oh boy. I'm not liking the side of this room already. What up, man? Nice butt shot, Link. Oh yeah, you've come along at the right time, pal. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but what I need right now is for you to get me off of this chain. I'm not asking you to do it for nothing, though. Set me free and I'll tell you the big, gigantic secret about this room. It's a secret about treasure, okay? I don't like that body language, man. People could be listening in. People could be they could just be listening and you're giving away all the secrets. Alright. Secret 1 already given away. Alright, so, what do we have? We have a firewall with a flame. That has to be extinguished. Another red tongue thing. Now, we want to get over there to this water thing, and it's blocked off. Yeah, which indicates that we should probably dig. What's in here? Anything? Anything of the sort? Hearts? off screen a dark bokoblin, actually, right at, like, after the outro of last episode, was giving me damage. I didn't know that he was off to my right. I should have heard him, but I, didn't bother taking him out because I was already in the outro. But, go ahead and dig here. Go ahead and dig. Digging is fun. All right. Now, looking away. I think the position that you dig in, or where you're facing, dictates where you're going to be facing underground as well. All right. 2 gates, and we have to knock them both in the opposite direction. Can't go that way, really, so we have to work with what we have. All right. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, you have stamina. Stamina when you crawl underneath the ground, too, so just be aware. All right, let's go ahead and just knock this thing up. Okay, 1. And my analysis indicates that we should get both of them, so that's 1. Don't want to emerge just yet. I'm making my curious kiss noises because my intrigued level is skyrocketing. All right. Bop. All right. Should be good to go. If not, then, oh boy, I have questions beyond no return. All right, we look good. They're looking all right. Okay, if this doesn't work, I don't know what's going on. All right. So, we're looking fine. Now we should probably go between here. And, yeah, we have our water thing. Give that a jab. Run over this way. And now, meet this person at the battle. Hello, Mr. Flog. Flog? What the frick did I just frickin' say? Alright. Frog. Bottoms up. Yeah. Hydration. Hydration's fun. Anyway. Go ahead into this room. Any jars? Jars. Alright. Looks good. Nothing really much else in here. Let's go ahead and lower this chain. Hoo-yah! That is the sweet, sweet flavor of freedom, Hoss. And, thanks for taking the trouble to free me, sucker. You really think I would divulge, just super secret info about treasure? My mama didn't raise no patsy. I spent too long finding that info. Huh? Those gloves are for my brother's secret collection. Are you friends with my brother or something? I also freed your brother, right? He went through great toil and hardship to just be able to live, man. I helped him. Wait. There's something I want to give you. I'll just go get it. Wait here. Here, take this. This here's some super secret info that I put together. Took some real sweat and work, too. I had to survey this place near 100 times to figure it out, but... You ready for this? Now don't go fainting when I tell you. Right around here, there is... a hidden room. So in return, please don't tell anyone that I was captured. It'll just be our little secret, okay? Well, ain't that the lowest of the low? And here I thought I was being polite. Oh. What up, Silva? What up, man? With your punk rock look. Hey, we meet again. Sorry, but I kind of happened to overhear that conversation. It seems one of my guys was giving you a hard time. Sorry about that. But that stuff he was saying was all true. There's a breeze coming from somewhere in this room, I tell you. I could smell it. Or, you're like Patrick, and you can just say, the depictions of my mind are an enigma. I can almost taste it. Enough. I figure the information in that chest will be useful to you. Alright. Apparently Silva is back. Yeah. He's being our homeboy, or home skillet. And he's just giving us treasure, as far as, you know, the other dude. Alright, what's up? Alright, after this long, we get the dungeon map. It shows a layout of the area and reveals unexplored rooms. Yeah, just half the dungeon. Pretty much. This room has a fake wall somewhere. You know, your brother just said a hidden room. Now you're being more specific. I appreciate, Silva. A fake wall? I appreciate that, man. And on the other side of that wall, there's another room. Or so I hear. Thanks for being vague. The ground underneath us is full of monsters, so we don't go tunneling too much down there, but if you're feeling adventurous, there just might be a hidden route. Alright. So, most have actually done some troubleshooting of this game. After all, or not all, but most walkthroughs that I've seen of Skyward Sword HD, or just in general, if you walk right up to, or at least bust out the map first. Where's the map? Alright. Yeah, right in front of us is a little path to a treasure chest. Coolio. Which means that the thing right in front of us is the hidden wall. Now, we can see that the shadow of the sword just, you know, ends. You can see that the shadow is just peeking right at the crease of this wall, right up top of that shadow. So, yeah, if you ever want to find a hidden room, just bust out the map and see what kind of glitches you can find. Glitches are fun. That wasn't really a glitch, it was just more like just, you know, physics. But, you know, if you know, you know. Alright, bust open that wall there. You can head on in. Now, if my calculations are right, we shall find treasure underground. Alright, welcome to a bigger underground portion of this dungeon with a centipede. Or a millipede, whatever you want to call that dude. I think it's a centipede, though, because centipedes have more, like, just, you know, vicious pinchers in front of their mouth. But, just go ahead and... centipedes don't go down dead ends. Or at least the ones in this game. Alright, let's go ahead and evade him. And, come on. Bop. One more hit should do. Don't want to have him look my way. Ow, I'm getting... I literally got my ass bit. That's a really weird way to say that, but... come on. Come on. If you really want a freaking hidden thing from this... I was gonna say something after... you bastard. You little bastard. Alright. Let's analyze this for a second. Because centipedes, the ones in this game, do not go down dead ends. So if you want like a little hack for this place, you're not going to get killed if you just do this. So, awesome. Dead ends are a nice little way to go after their butt. Their butt is, or the little tushy, the little jelly bean pouch. Yeah, you can just whack it if you take a dead end route. I hate to get descriptive with those centipedes, but, you know, being honest is important these days. Alright. Out of that place, we have a chest. Yeah. In that chest should be a key, I hope. Alright. Small key. Now we should go back to that door that we were in front of with the bird statue. That was locked. Yeah. After Silva and his brother were just being little bitches. You know? Alright. Enough assaulting them verbally. They went through toil and hardship just to exist. Alright. If we leave now, I agree that we should probably leave now. Let's go ahead and check the map for any stragglers and chests. Alright, this one looks pretty off the, you know, hidden path. Yeah, right here. This should be, according to my knowledge, a bottle. Yeah, bottles are nice to have in this game. So, if you ever want to find it, follow this route. So, let's go ahead and make our way back. I believe is the door that is locked. This way. The one with this hidden secret passage shortcut to earlier in the dungeon, but we're not going to go there yet. We're going to the door that was locked. Let's open this door here. And down the stairs. And down the stairs we go. Is there anything under this rock? This molten rock? Should we blow it away? Get blown. Get blown away. And a dig spot. I didn't really expect a underground passage in here, but hey, some Elden ore and some fundage. Alright, open the door. Alright. I'm not gonna lie, I get a little nervous before dungeons like this because this one is more on like the lengthy side, although it's not that difficult, but, you know, I figure I may as well just mention some stuff that goes on in my mind when I record an episode of Zelda, no matter what the game is. Alright, let's go ahead and take out some bokoblins here, because they are just camping up there. Bop, and bop. Okay, overshot. Let's go ahead and send our beetle up there to scope out for treasure. Anything? Not a single damn thing. Alright. No ornamental skulls, it's more just frickin' whatchamacallit. Just arrows that I don't even need. Well, I need them, but with as much as this dungeon restocks me on arrows, a little treasure would be nice, you know? These enemies and all. But I'm not going to complain about this dungeon. I'm not going to complain about the game. It's just being itself. Alright, in this door. We do not want to get jinxed. Getting jinxed is what we don't want to happen. Alright. One more jinxing kiss. You know, you probably don't want to kill, like, the guys that this guy sends in here after you, although none really came. But, you know, whatever. Whatever. Because he can be a nice little... I should have totally jacked his monster. I don't know why I didn't. God, what's wrong with me? Alright. Enough. Enough shaming myself. Go ahead and bop you out of here. And since this thing is flowing, we can travel across this path. Yeah. However, this gate is blocked, and the only access point to it is past this area, so we can jump on the little platform that water spout's going to make for us. Okay, once it falls in the lava, we can ride it. Yeah, we can ride it. Ride it. Oh yeah, I forgot about this dude. He gives you a heart piece. Ah, so busy, burning the midnight of oil again, looking for loot. Midnight of oil? The midnight oil, not of. God, my grammar's so off. Alright. I totally forgot about this guy. But if you want to catch him, he's just going to push the gate back, and this will be great. Alright. I'm not going to lie, I really don't have a set route for this dude, but, you know, he can be a pain in the ass if you, like, let him. But, a green monster. Eck, I can't believe they're following us down here, too. Guess I can have some fun with him for now, though. You're on Magma turf now, friend. Fiend. You may be scary, but as long as the way ahead of me is clear, you'll never catch me. I wonder if I put him up. Alright, let's go ahead and catch him by surprise. Oh, I thought I had him for a second. Alright, let's make sure he just... He should take one of these routes. Oh, turn around. Oh, you little... You... You fricker, man. You fricker. Let's go ahead and just... Come on, man. Oh, shit. He can be a pain. My dude. He should not be that difficult. Got him. Got him. That took me a second. No, you got me. Go on then, you monster. Boil me, bake me, do your worst. Huh? I know those gloves. Ain't those from my brother's secret collection? Yeah, he gave me them. What? You know my brother. Oh, you're all green. I thought you were a monster. Hey, don't get all angry. I thought you were one of them. Sorry, guy. Let me give you something good to make up for it. Hang on there a sec. Here you go. You know, some monsters seem to be looking for something on those cliffs ahead of us. You're heading that way too, guy? Well, you take care out there. Don't want to get you skewered or nothing. Me, I'm heading back to the boss's place. I'll open the door for you while I'm at it. See ya. Okay, that was really my job to, go down there. So I guess getting this heart piece is, required. Well, opening the chest wouldn't be required, but, And welcome to the 19th heart piece. Pick this up from that dude down there after catching him underground in the Fire Sanctuary. Just one more, and we should be good to go. Okay. Hey, dude. Mr. Jinxie Bubble Man. I totally just called him Jinxie Bubble Man. That's his nickname from now on. Alright. Getting jinxed does not hurt you in this game. You just can't draw your sword for, like, I don't know, 10 or 5 seconds. Just don't want it to happen. I don't want to say that those jinxing keys got the best of me. But go ahead and jump on this platform here. And jump on across. Alright. What are we doing now? There's a little save point. Pretty cool. And we can open this way up. Open that up. Alright. What's... I totally forgot about this part. I didn't forget about this part. I just forgot that it was so soon once you get up here. Alright. Go ahead and... I like that this game gives you some stamina fruit underground because it knows that you'll be sprinting or at least fast crawling for the most part, so it kind of gives you a little leeway. Alright. Go ahead and just whack this bomb. And I don't like what's behind that rock. Oh man, now we've kicked the hornet's nest. Alright, lava, get away from me. I figured stamina fruits were here for a reason. So, I'm just getting the hell out of here. Alright. Don't want to get submerged in lava. Crawl faster, Link. I love that. That little suspense that the dungeon gives you. Just crawl as fast as you can away from the lava. Alright, now, we don't want to crawl back under there, for sure. So, it's off limits. See, the game does not let you go back under, since if you don't want to get frickin' scorched, or any good shit like that, don't even go for it. But, hey, nice little heart. Alright, now, what do we do? Well, there is a nice little spot to go ahead and head this way. Now we can travel down with that little path. We go back outside, and we'll notice that since the lava's flowing, we can utilize this little platform. Let's go ahead and knock that down. And then jump on this platform right here. Right here, you know. Alright, get these dudes out of here. Alright. They're not around anymore. They can't attack us. Alright. So, if my calculations are right, as I should say again, Gold, or, the dude in the beginning, the boss of the Magmas, should have pointed out that there is a statue right down here, or statues, as I should be more specific. One is awake, and one is sleeping. So what shall we do? Well, there is a stone here to kind of give us a little bit more info in case we forgot, or if you really should, or the game makes you remember what he said. There's a little stone. The Bridge of Decision. Choose the path you believe in. Move forward bravely. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't remind you. So you have to remember what Gold said, even though it's not that, specific to remember. Just the sleeping statue. Yeah, you don't want to know what happens when you go down in that spot. It's bad. You don't want to get scorched, bro. Okay? So, go ahead down this way. And something should appear below us. The sleeping statue. And just sailcloth here. Don't want to get slammed, like facepalm down. I will definitely take more fundage if these butterflies will let me do it. I can always catch them too. Don't want to hit him with a sword, for sure. Why do I always take out the beetle when I want to get the net? Come on, game. Why you do that? Thank you. Don't know why you were doing that. Butterfly. Here. Alright. What does this wall give us? The wall of truth. Alright. Let's go ahead and just draw more. You know, I really could draw anything. Like, anything other than rupees. I know that I could, like, hey, you know, you could draw for health and, you know, get some fairies if you draw a Triforce. Yeah. But, you know, I will just go for rupees again. However, this time, I will probably just draw the Triforce. Why not? The games, I don't have too much of the game left. I really just want to enjoy it. And, you know, I may have screwed up. I may have screwed up bad. Okay. Down. Triforce. And it's the worst Triforce that I've drawn of all time. Will it work? Fine. Without any fundage. Yeah, we have 2 Dark Lizalfoses now. Pretty nifty. Alright, bring it on, bastards. Alright. Whack you that way. Okay, backflip, side hop. Getting those sexy reflexes in. Stab. Nice try. Get his tail. And stab. Yeah, I got hit the first time, but, you know, take him down. Yeah, I didn't expect to have perfect reflexes and not get hit once. What is this, Uncharted? Alright, yeah, we can now climb up this little spot. Go into this staircase. Now, in this room, I did want to point out there's a chest that you can get that is pretty hard to actually reach if you don't, like, have the best, you know, best angle. But, get your claw shots out, and sit back, relax. Here it is. The chest that I kind of did complain about myself, because I myself could not figure out how to get to it. I had to look up a guide for it, but you know, that's Zelda for you. Keys, get out of here. And there you go. You want to get, like, the toppest, closest vines that you can to these vines right here before you even think about claw shotting your way, because if you're just a teensy bit lower, it's not going to work. But what is in this chest? Monster Horn. Well, it kind of crosses off the chest, off the map. So if you ever want to get that last chest that is just unopened, that's for you. Let's go ahead and just claw shot there. And find out what's at the top of this staircase. Alright. Jumpity jump. Keys, get out of here. And head our way on up. Alright. This room, as spirally enough as it is, it does remind me of Twilight Princess when you have to take Midna to Princess Zelda when she is sick. And, like, in the beginning of the game when you're in the Twilight. Yeah. I'm not sure if the game meant to go and back and reminisce like that, but if they did, cool. Like, that's one cool flashback. Or throwback, if you want to call it that. Pretty coolio. Now, I think I should probably end off this episode here. I know that I should keep going, but, you know, I'll probably just introduce what I have to do. There should be a stone in here. What's up? What's up? Bring light to each statue, in accordance with the number of wings each possesses, from least to most. When light resides in each statue, the king's treasure shall be yours. I did my 5 voice for, you know, just that explanation. So, yeah, from least to most, this guy, let's say this guy, then this guy. Yeah, just go in a up, down, that way pattern. But we'll do that in the next episode, so with that, stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, or anything else, and we should see a boss fight definitely in the next episode. For sure. And peace out, everyone.